Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 15th, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, for your support, for your kind wishes, for the energy that you sent my way, the healing prayers, everything. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad to be back here in my happy place with you. Connecting with spirit and doing these readings. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. You guys are amazing, and I am constantly in awe of the community that we've built here. So thank you. Now let's get into this reading. Let's dive right in. First, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Libra. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we are crowned with the Four of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. This full moon is in Taurus. We have the King of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Six of Swords reversed. We have the Hangman. We have the Tower. So it's a time of great change for us. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The Ace of Cups reversed, angels and spirit guides. The Nine of Pentacles, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. The King of Cups, interesting, and spirit guides. Okay. So this is a time really focusing inwardly because we have the world here reversed. We can be going a little bit too inward. So do be mindful about that here, Libra, during this time. There's a gift of healing, of love, of compassion. It is put on hold, not put on hold, but we're not fully seeing it. We're not fully connecting with it right now. So just being aware that it feels like it's put on hold, but there's like this whole wave of love that is coming your way. We are crowned with the Four of Swords. This is a time for resting. This is a time for healing. This is a time for honoring your story. The King of Pentacles brings very positive Taurian energy. This full moon is in Taurus energy forward for you. It is a time of prosperity. I love the kingdom. The kingdom is her crown. She's crowned with her kingdom. So that is very, very cool here. And there's a real sense with this full moon in Taurus where you're seeing your prosperity, you're seeing your success, you're seeing yourself move forward in a very real way. You're also going to be changing the way that you see a lot of things, a change of perception. Your mind has been blown a little bit here. It's like, whoa, mind blowing. So just being aware of that. It is something that has rocked you to your core. It can be something that takes a little bit more time to adjust to. So being aware of that energy here, because a tower time is a very intense time. It's a time of powerful change that needs adjustment. It can be a blessed time. Tower times don't have to be bad, but they are times that are intense, that are powerful, that we need to adjust to, that we need to align with, or that we need to find our alignment from. That's a better way of putting it. We need to find our alignment after a tower time. With the Wheel of Fortune being reversed here, we can feel a little bit stuck, a little bit like things aren't progressing the way that we thought they would, aren't moving forward the way that we had envisioned them to. So just being mindful about that. We feel like, we want to, jump forward in a very certain way. And yet there's going to be a hesitance around that, a holding back. So that's going to be rather frustrating for us, but it's also, there's also like more healing that needs to be done, more connecting, more grounding, more seeing of ourselves here. So it's going to be a blessing in the long run. But right now, oh, do we find it frustrating? And I feel that frustration really in the shoulders and the neck. So just be mindful of like your shoulders creeping up to under your ears, holding a lot of stress there. We have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is reversed, is like feeling frustrated. Things should be moving forward more quickly. It can be feeling like, I just want to stop. I just want to run away. I just don't want to be doing this anymore. So just knowing that we'll pendulum swing from one extreme to another, like, the flight or the freeze, type of response. So we can freeze. Everything can be just going too fast. It's too much. And then we can be like, okay, it's not enough. I have to push harder, and that can change within like a few minutes of each other. So showing yourself grace, but also letting you connect with your own kind of sensitivity and nervous system, and being compassionate with yourself. You know, a lot more people are highly sensitive people than we tend to think. And just being able to connect with that energy and say, this is who I am. Others can do this and feel energized and feel in the middle of everything. And I do this and I feel overwhelmed and like I want to cry. So just being aware of that energy is going to be super important for us, taking note of our body, taking note of our joys and our frustrations. With the Hangman, we are starting to see things very, very differently, especially around a tower time, a time that has been intense for us. But we are also going through another tower time, another time that really does define us as we look back at it. We might not be realizing it right now, how instrumental this period in our life is. But this moon is going to bring power to us and tenacity and insight, but it comes through like hard work, and it comes through, you know, rebuilding. It does come through rebuilding. It comes through looking at things and saying, okay, now how do I move forward from here? And that's going to be a really important thing. There's a healing that's coming, but right now, it's kind of like if that sensitivity came too close to you right now, Libra, you would just like push it away and be like, no. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're like, no, I got this. I can do this. And what we're going to see here is that the sensitivity comes forward. It's after the full moon that it's going to come forward. It's going to come forward now between the full moon and the new moon. But there's going to be this sense of a calm love. And that's going to be really important. Pay attention to butterfly messages sent your way. The Nine of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty. There is a real sense of like, yeah, I can do this. Like, look at what I've accomplished. We have the King of Cups reversed, right? And we have the Ace of Cups. So the gift is reversed, and the taking of the gift is reversed. So this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We're in Scorpio time period right now from October 23rd to November 21st. And here, there's just, it can just be a lot, like a lot. You're feeling a lot. It can almost feel like you're bombarded with feelings and emotions. So just being aware of that is going to be really important, or like you're cutting yourself off one reason or another from fully feeling things because it's just like too much. So being aware of that is going to be a super important thing to look at, and to understand that this is just like a really intense feeling time, and it can be just a little bit too much. So taking things quiet and embracing your calm, embracing your love, that's going to be an important thing. The world reverse, we can be going too inward. We can be too kind of like isolating ourselves. So just be mindful about that, living like a little bit too much in our own minds without getting, connection with others. It doesn't mean that we have to go out and be in the center of, parties, but, talking to people and connecting with others is going to be really important, even if that's just going to the grocery store type of thing. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. That's going to be important for us, but it's also looking at the world that we want to create, the world that we want to move forward in, the way that we move forward in love and compassion for what we desire and where we need to be emotionally and spiritually for us. So we need to touch base with ourselves, but also not get lost in our own thoughts and our own sometimes really harsh expectations for ourselves. So let's see what Spirit has to say here. But we do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is prosperity and success, and the King of Pentacles here, which is really embracing this Taurus full moon. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, we have the Kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Yes, that's exactly it. Have faith that you will revive it in the perfect form. Yeah. Oh, receive it in the perfect form, but you're reviving it. I believe Spirit, has me make those mistakes for a reason. You're reviving something, you're receiving something. You'll receive it in the perfect form, but it's not going to be the way that you had thought it would be. It's not going to be exactly what you had expected. And that's going to be it's going to be very interesting. It's like you have a gift coming to you, but it's not what you expected it to be. And yet it is going to be so precious to you. So let's see what we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Oh, okay. So we have the Princess of Cups reversed. We have the 10 of Wands, and we have the Strength card. So this is bully energy, and it's carrying too much, and it's also emotional manipulation. So just being mindful about this, all the weight being put on your shoulders, releasing it. It's like, I'm done, walking away. It's being frustrated, it's being overwhelmed. Princess of Cups, you can have somebody around you, again, just emotionally manipulative, kind of knows how to play on the heartstrings, very much wants to be like, like, oh, I'm their favorite, type of thing. And you're like, oh my gosh, please make it stop. So I'm just really getting the energy of like somebody who's like the favorite child, type of thing, and who does really naughty things and gets away with it because they're like, oh no, they could do nothing wrong. And that's not true at all. And then we have strength reversed, and that's tyrant energy. So strength reversed is tyrant energy. And it's like, no, I'm not being pushed around anymore. I'm not doing this. So really standing your ground, because you're going to have that sense of somebody wanting to put more burdens on you, be very overwhelming to you. And it's like, no, I'm just not doing this. So just be aware. Just be aware of that. And that can be also one of the reasons why it's like emotional overload. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. But also know when this healing comes, like one of the reasons why we are, kind of subconsciously pushing it away is that when it comes, it can bring tears. It can bring, it just brings an intensity of feeling that we may like not necessarily be as ready for as we thought we were. Right. We have the new moon in Virgo, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so that's interesting. So the full moons are reversed here. And this full moon brings an intensity with it, right? It brings the tower. And we're looking at building something very permanent for ourselves, very prosperous for ourselves. The pleasure is reversed. Beginnings come forward and attraction. So right now we need to focus on pleasure. This isn't like, hedonistic, it's not like, oh, just life for pleasure type of thing. But it is letting joy and beauty and happiness back into your life and existence, and it's letting pleasure be a part of who you are, living a pleasurable life, and then that opens up new beginnings. But that's going to be hard, like living a pleasurable, life during this moon. It can feel hard, it can feel overwhelming. We're moving towards new beginnings. Look at when the new moon is, because I don't know. It's the beginning of December. um, but look at that, and know that you're heading towards a powerful change with that new moon during that time. Okay, from now to the new moon is going to be intense, but it's moving you forward in quite a intriguing way. And then attraction, your energy, what you're putting out, you're going to be attracting to you. Kind of like good, bad, or indifferent. The energy that you're surrounding yourself with is casting the spell of your existence. The words, that we are spelling, in our lives cast a spell. And I love that. I love that. And yet sometimes it's like, wow, that's huge. That's huge. What I think creates my reality. And that's huge and it's powerful and it's beautiful. Now here we have a time to give rather than take. And this is going to be a time of like, instead of thinking I have to take on all of this, right? Because we have the 10 of wands reverse. Subconsciously, we want to just throw it all away. And yet we're going to think, oh, I just need to take on more. I need to do more in order to make me happy. That's not going to be the case. So here, it's like I need time to give. It's time to give. It's time to give your energy, right, to the universe, release rather than taking on more. And that's really what I'm seeing here. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's reverse. So stepping into a practical plan with your dreams is going to be really important. That can be hard to do during this moon. So even though it is the full moon in Taurus and it's like the perfect time to lay out a practical plan for your dreams, you can find it to be just more difficult. And so you might have to wait till the power of this full moon passes and then sit down and say, okay, how am I doing this? How do I move forward? But also, right, your dreams need a practical plan being reversed. I A lot of you just need to step away from a schedule right now. I need to say, okay, you know, I'm going to let myself just sit for a moment. And it could be just like a day or two of that energy, or just during the full moon on the 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the world. Just sitting, not holding yourself rigidly to something. If you can, if you can't, of course. And then it says surrender to the divine. Again, relinquishing control can seem overwhelming. So being mindful about that during this moon. It's like, no, I want to hold on to things. And spirit's like, let it go, let it go. And then show the world the real you. We can be too afraid, right? Too insular right now, too in our own heads to say, this is me. And yet spirit really wants us to say to ourselves, hey, this is me, and move forward in that beauty of it. Our subconscious energy is the white eagle. It's reversed. And this says, the connection to the divine guidance is within you. And being reversed, it's like we doubt that. We doubt that connection to the divine will lead us forward. And even if we don't doubt it, even we're like, no, I know this thing, right? We are going to have this energy around us right now that makes us doubt our own intuition. So, and that's our connection to the divine. So just being aware of that, connecting with our intuition, sitting in quiet, power of self, that's going to be really important for us to do. It moves us then to the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, right now, listen, Libra, step away from the water sign energy. Again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, step away from it. Step away from the, deluge of emotions, emotional things right now. They're just like, there's just too much emotion going on. There's like too much messiness there. So just know that right now, too much emotion, it's overloading everything. So yeah. So if during this moon, try very hard not to react emotionally to things. I know it's going to be very, very hard, but also like ground yourself, like see yourself being grounded to the earth and move forward in like a steady practicality of self and being. It moves us then to determination reverse. This is solar plexus chakra. We can feel kind of adrift right now, kind of like all over the place. There's a little bit of all over the place, kind of messy energy here. Connecting with our solar plexus, which we didn't do a connection, so we'll just take the top one. Oh, this is soul's healing here. And this is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And so that is connecting with the healing of our soul, letting that soul's energy move us forward. And subconsciously, we have here determination reverse. So again, we just feel a little bit all over the place, a little bit like overwhelmed emotionally, spiritually, and also we can feel like emotionally under attack. So yeah, really building up strong barriers around ourselves in order to move ourselves forward the way that we need to is like going to be really important for subconscious. Tarot energy is the King of Pentacles reversed. So we have the King of Pentacles in the upright position. This deck has a few extra cards, and we have the King of Pentacles reversed. So, I mean, this moon brings a lot to it. And subconsciously, we could be thinking, what the heck? What the heck? I see the blessings here. Like we see the blessings in one hand, and then we also see the frustrations in the other. So this is going to be, not necessarily our favorite moon. I hate to say that because Libra, we like the balance. We like the balance. We like the harmony. And this is just a little bit out of balance. So we can feel very stressed by that. So showing yourself grace when feeling that emotion is going to be important. We have self love. Yep. We're going to need a lot of self love during this moon. And then you are good enough, knowing that you are enough, that you are powerful, that you are a beautiful being, and surrounding yourself in that light and in that beauty is going to be just just lovely for you. All right. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to you always. And once again, I am so happy to be back, and I am so thankful for all your loving, healing energy. So thank you. All right, let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless. Bye.